University professor Ralph Begleiter is retiring at the end of the year, leaving behind a legacy of interdisciplinary and entrepreneurial spirit within the political science and communications communities. I sat down with him to talk about his 16-year career at the university and how his previous reporting experience shaped his time as a professor here. Thank you for sitting down with us.
Pleasure to be here.
So you're retiring at the end of the spring. What are your feelings on that? Is it kind of bittersweet? Are you excited?
It's definitely been bittersweet.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a great second career here at the University of Delaware. It's been 16 years since I've been here.
It's a long time.
And it's been fun to be here. I've really enjoyed very much working with young people who are aspiring to do the kinds of things that I spent my life doing.
Begleiter went on to explain how lucky he felt to have gotten the opportunity to engage students in the world around them, inspiring them to be passionate about journalism and opening their minds up to different cultures.
I feel very comfortable, I would say, leaving knowing that I've been able to make those kinds of contributions to the university beyond the actual classroom, the four walls of the classroom and the assignments and that sort of thing.
So how did you get into journalism?
I'm one of those guys who pretty much knew he was going to be a broadcast journalist from the time I was like 2 years old or something. When my high school yearbook came out, I don't even know if they do yearbooks anymore, print yearbooks, but we had print yearbooks. And some of the students wrote on my picture, "See you on TV."
Oh my gosh.
So even that long ago, everybody else at least knew, and I knew.
Although he attended Brown University as an undergrad, where they still to this day do not have a communications program, Begleiter found ways to be involved in broadcasting, working as news director of the school's radio station, where he even reported on the drafting of his fellow classmates.
That was real at that time, and in terms of journalism, I think it made me realize this stuff's important, people want to know, I'm going to be one of those people who helps people know.
That drive to help people know ultimately led Begleiter to outlets like ABC News Radio and Columbia Journalism School. It wasn't until famous media mogul Ted Turner launched CNN in Atlanta, Georgia in 1980 that he finally got the chance to be on TV. However, Begleiter almost let that opportunity go.
A friend of mine who had worked in Washington, who had gone to work for Turner in Atlanta, calls me up and says, "You've been working on All News Radio, how'd you like to come work for All News TV?" And I literally laughed in his face. I said, "You've got to be kidding. Nobody's going to watch an All News channel." And I said, "There isn't even enough news to put on TV for 24 hours a day. This is going to be a flop. It's going to die in 6 months." I said, "Thank you very much. I'm at a good radio station. I'm making good money. People listen to my work. I don't need to go to CNN, Chicken Noodle Network,
However, a year later, Begleiter took the job, staying at CNN until 1999, covering foreign affairs and reporting on major historical moments like the Tiananmen Square massacre and the fall of the Berlin Wall.
It's a cliche to say it, but for me it really was a seat at the front row of history for a decade and a half, almost 2 decades.
So did you get to go travel to all those places?
I went to most of those places. I've been to China many times. I've traveled to 100 countries on all 7 continents.
Oh, 7 continents. I mean, that definitely certifies you as some type of maven of globetrotting. What's your favorite place that you've been to?
I usually mention Syria and Turkey as my favorite countries.
It's very unlikely.
It seems unlikely, I think, from an American point of view, and certainly now with Syria having been devastated with the war,
Civil War.
Unlikely.
Although he's accomplished a lot as a professor at UD, Begleiter counts the creation of the Global Agenda Speaker Series and the Center for Political Communication as his proudest moments. As director of the CPC, he's helped countless students gain real-world experience in politics and has brought well-deserved attention to the university.
We've got a good program here at UD, and we have outstanding students here at UD who have gone on in the world of politics, and I think it's fabulous that we are considered by Bloomberg News to be the epicenter of politics.
The maker of political kings.
And maker of political kings, I think that's pretty cool.
So do you have any plans for yourself after you leave the university?
I have a book that's half written. I need to get back to it and work on it. I'm sure I've never let any moss grow under my butt all my life. It's probably not going to start happening now, so I'll find things to do.
Oh, well, best of luck to you.
Thank you very much, Jordan.